Yikes, look at that. He's got a little bit of a leak. I kiss you. I kiss you. Very defensive little king cobra. You are just so cranky. Let me look real quick because we actually might have a little bit of a problem. There we go. We got him right there. By gently using the paper towel, we can get that eye cap off. You see that eye cap right there? Boom. El Tigre. El Tigre. And mini squeaks right here. What is going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to my wildlife. I'm hanging out with my sweet little baby otter boy. I've been calling him Kaido, but honestly, I'm still stuck in between names. If you guys can come up with some badass names, please comment below. I'm trying to figure out if I should name him Bandit, Kaido, Otto, Megatron, Ron Burgundy, or Luffy. I don't know. I just love him so much. I want him to have a really cool name. He's like my dog. He's my emotional support otter. He means the world to me. Look how cute. Oh, he's such a sweet boy. How can you not love otters? Look how adorable he is. You're so sweet. My little Asian small clawed river otter. Come real close. I'll show you why they're called small clawed Asian river otters. See their claws? They're very tiny. And he's Asian. He's called an Asian river otter because of the way he is. So I think at the end of today's episode, we're gonna try to teach him how to swim in the front pond. So stay tuned for the end of the episode. We're gonna put him in the pond, swim around, see what he does. And who knows, Mr. Squeaks might show up and we'll have a battle royale in between the Asian river otter and the American river otter. Stay tuned to see him battle an otter 20 pounds bigger than him. What is going on, Nadia? My beautiful, critically endangered Siamese crocodile. You can see her teeth are beautiful, and some of her teeth actually go through the top jaw right about there. I don't want to get too close, she'll rip my finger off. She is a beautiful crocodile. We're actually going to get some measurements really quick. I want to see how much my saltwater crocodile and Cuban crocodile have grown over the past year. I got this perfect little measuring tape right here, and we'll get these measurements for now and then compare these measurements to about a year or two from now. So let's see, we got my beautiful saltwater crocodile right here, the biggest reptile on the planet, Anakin. He's just a young man. He's gonna get huge, being the biggest reptile in the world. These guys will on average get 15 to 18 feet, with the record being over 20 feet long. So let's see exactly how long he is from the tip of the snout, there we go, all the way to the tip of the tail. Let's see, there's a little bit of a kink. He's just over 3 feet. That's what I was thinking, he's getting big. Let's see, over 3 foot. 38 inches long. So he's definitely gotten huge since I've gotten him. I was looking at an old video from when we unboxed him. Whoa! Whoa, that's the first time he's actually acted like a crocodile before. The first time we unboxed this croc. Whoa! Relax, relax, relax. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me get your chest right there. There you go. When we first got him, he was probably half the size of his tail. He was just about a yearling, so he's actually grown so much, a couple feet long. Let's put him in his water, let him be, and go measure Guapo, the Cuban crocodile. And, you know, Ziggy, she's, let's not worry about taking Ziggy out. She's a little bit cranky. When we move her to her new enclosure, we'll get a measurement on Ziggy. But, let's leave her alone for right now. It looks like, Nadia is just straight enough where we can get kind of a measurement on her. With the kink in her tail, oh, wow. She's like 6.5 feet long. She's a big crocodile now. She was probably like around 5 foot or so when we first got her from Justin Brown. Everyone is growing so much. I am so excited to expand and get these new enclosures going. Guys, you don't even, oh, sorry. Guys, you don't even understand how exciting this is. We have giant exhibits we're working on for the facility. I just can't share it with you yet because I still got to get some things done. But when it's done, I'll show you. Whoa! Yikes, look at that. Guapo is so much bigger than when we first picked him up from our buddy Robbie. Whoa, look at that beautiful Cuban crocodile, critically endangered species. He's got a little bit of a leak, but that's perfectly fine. You can see he's got a belly full of shrimp. He's been eating good. We'll get these guys live shrimp from the bait shop, so they get that perfect nutrients they be getting out in the wild. And you can see he's got a gnarly set of teeth. These guys are the most athletic crocodiles in the world. So I got the measuring tape already stretched out, so it's easier. We're just gonna put him right there at the beginning. Bring his tail all the way down here. He is 35.5 inches long, so he is just over or almost 3 feet long. That is awesome. He was like a foot long when I picked him up, so that just shows you good space and diet, and these guys will grow like little weeds. They're not the largest crocodiles in the world, but they'll still get around 12 feet long being males. All right, now for the release. Ooh, gotta be super careful. They'll spin back quick and get you right on the hand. I love these crocodiles so much. I'm excited to get these guys going and eventually do a future breeding project for the critically endangered crocs of the Zapata swamps. The Cuban crocodile. Smells like shrimp. It's probably the pee. All right, let's go into the snake house after I wash up. We got Cameo Humphrey, Kamanesh, and Timmy. I love you, Timmy. Oh, he's upset I don't have carrots. I'll bring you guys carrots later. Kiss you. I kiss you. I kiss you. So we're hanging out in the snake house, and we're here with the young king cobra that was not eating at first for my buddy. Then he donated this king cobra. We're force feeding or assist feeding this snake. And then eventually this king cobra started to eat on its own, which is awesome news because when they're finicky eaters, typically they don't do well in captivity. You got to do a lot to make them nice and comfortable. As you can see, this king is looking thick and voluptuous because he's been eating really good, eating frozen thawed corn snakes and such. He's still got a little stuck shed around his hood, but I really don't want to pick at him too much and restrain him and stress him out because, like I said, he just started eating on his own. Come here, little king cobra. And of course, this guy is venomous. King cobras have the second largest venom yields of any venomous reptile in the world, second behind the gaboon viper. And let me look real quick because we actually might have a little bit of a problem. Now that I look closer, it's not just his hood that has the stuck shed, but he seems to have stuck eye caps. So I actually might have to restrain him, which I'm not really wanting to do. So maybe what we'll do right now is I'll leave him right here. Let me get the little tote of water. Let me put a little more water in it so he's forced to soak in this water. And we're actually gonna have to pin him and get that off because I don't want the eye caps getting stuck. The eye caps get stuck, it becomes a whole new problem with layers building up and they can potentially become blind. It's bad for their health. So because he couldn't get it off on his own, we'll probably just end up assisting him real quick. All right, so let's get this little guy. Ooh, he's cranky. Ooh, the little Indos are always cranky. And this is a Indo-Malayan hybrid, so the two localities mixed. We're just gonna get him right into there so he can soak. And sadly, we will have to restrain him for a second. I'm only saying it's sad because he's so young. We just got him to eat on his own. We don't want to stress him. But there you go. Nice little king cobra taking a bath. And we'll put his container right here. We have to clean up his enclosure too. He's got poop and shed everywhere. So I'm gonna clean this up. All right, so we got Sunshine, the albino monocled cobra. He's always cranky and ready to go. This was a beautiful snake donated by a buddy of mine years back, Albert, who used to keep a lot of venomous reptiles. And he was nice enough to donate quite a few snakes. Beautiful albino. Classic venomous reptile. And drop for drop more toxic than the king cobra. Whew, beautiful. And he's the father of all those babies we got like a year or two ago. Time flies by quick. Look at him, he's thick too. He's nice and healthy. You're a cranky snake, you stay in there. All right, his enclosure's dirty. I'm gonna get it nice and clean and I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm not doing splits anymore. I ripped my gooch. All right, we got this enclosure nice and clean. Let's get this beautiful albino monocled cobra out of the enclosure for this whole receptacle. You are just so cranky. I know, come here. Look at that, beautiful snake. Always really, really defensive. You know, he just doesn't want to get messed with. He wants to get put back, be left alone. Get right in there, buddy. Real thick boy. I'm gonna use that hook to close it up, nice and safe. Get a lock on there, nice and secure. Next, we're gonna do the fertile ants next. Terciopelo. These guys are one of the biggest vipers in Central and South America, getting around 8 feet long. The biggest viper in the world, the biggest viper in Central and South America would be the Bushmaster. These guys can get over 10, 12 feet long. But the fertile ants is most responsible for bites in Latin America, whereas the Bushmaster is pretty secretive. He's actually going through shed right now, so he looks a little bit opaque in the belly. You can only really tell from the belly. It's got like that bluish hue right now. And that's a good way to tell a snake's going through shed. He is getting thick. He is heavy on that hook. Beautiful Terciopelo, the fertile ants. Even beautiful deep in shed. And he's definitely a bull. He's got a nice thick tail on him. Let's get him right into that area. There we go. Whew. He's kind of chill when there's no food involved. When there's food involved, he'll shoot out of the enclosure like 3 to 4 feet, like a fly with his whole body coming out. And you don't want that. So let's just clean up his enclosure. He's got a couple of spicy meatballs. Sorry, I thought you were up there. Spicy meatballs that I gotta clean up. So I'm just gonna get in here and get. Yep. Oh, I think I feel a thing in my finger. Oh, that's not good. We got a nice clean enclosure for Jose the Fertilance. Let me see where he's at. He's just chilling. He's in that real muggy, itchy, irritating skin phase where he just wants to wait for his skin to fall off. Look at that, beautiful guy. Love seeing these guys in the wild. Hopefully we'll get back out to Costa Rica sometime. Or maybe even South America and do an expedition for Terciopelo and Bushmasters. That's a big dream to make come true eventually. And only if you guys could feel his body. His scales are keeled, so they feel really sharp. They're like little pyramids. So let's get this locked nice and secure. Good to go. Now, what we're gonna do is deal with the new female king cobra. So she's right over here. Let's move the can over a little bit. We've got this visual barrier going on for her. This is to keep her nice and comfy while she's here at the facility. We do not want her to stress out. So we're just gonna take off these pillowcases or snake bags. And you can probably already see there's poop right here in the front of the enclosure. And she's hudding up, getting defensive. So we're gonna take her out of there. We're gonna stick her inside the holding receptacle. And we're gonna get this enclosure nice and clean. Also see how her wheezing's doing. And you can see the big boy, forest cobra that we got a couple weeks back is doing really good. He's been eating, growing, and he looks like a king. All right, so what we're also gonna do to this enclosure is replace this showcase lock. So there's different kinds of showcase locks. There's this version, which I don't like because you can actually lift up the glass and actually open the enclosure with the lock being on there. Whereas the newer version of the showcase lock has this little notch right here and it prevents you from lifting up the glass. So it makes it completely human proof, which is really good for venomous things. Let's get her out and be real gentle with her because remember, she is in the process of acclimating to her new home. We don't want to stress her out. We want her immune system to be able to handle the new environment. We want her to be able to eat comfortably, get that size back on her because she could definitely use some meat on those bones. You can see she's beautiful. She's just underweight and needs to get way bigger before meeting Kevin the King Cobra. She will be the future wife of Kevin the King Cobra, but she needs to look way bigger before meeting the king of the Serpentarium. Because right now she's just a snack. Woo, look at that. Let me get her to face you guys so you can see her mouth. Look at that. Beautiful King Cobra. Woo. Very defensive little King Cobra. You can see typically they'll open their mouth, they'll growl. She's not growling too much, but what's really good is I'm not hearing wheezing. When we first picked her up, she was wheezing a lot. So I haven't heard a single bit of wheezing. She looks good after eating that meal. Let's just gently grab her. Ooh. And you can see she's like 6, maybe 7 feet long. Let's just gently grab her. Put her right over here into the snake holding receptacle. She's gonna come out because she likes to climb, so let her crawl around for a second, put her right back in there. There we go, perfect. Awesome, no wheezing, that's really good news. She's looking thicker, and then later this week we'll give her another ball python with more panic cure in it, which is dewormer treatment. We'll do 3 rounds of that to make sure she's nice and good. All right, so I gotta clean up all of this spicy meatballs. What can I say? It's a privilege. It's a dream come true. I'll see you guys in a split. I lied. My gooch is fine. Now we can put her back inside. She's there at the bottom. She really is a beautiful animal. She just needs to get some weight on her and just gotta monitor those lungs, make sure she doesn't have any rest problems. But I'm stoked. I haven't heard any wheezing at all. Ooh, 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 ooh. Watch that snake. Make sure she doesn't try to bite me. Look at that. Ooh, she's sexy. Look at that. Ooh, she is a looker. She just needs to get a little bit bigger before she meets her husband. Let's get her right into there. Look how beautiful her last third of her body is. See, this is how you know a king cobra's getting upset. She's actually starting to musk on me a little bit. So we'll just let her be, get her tail in there. Close this up. We'll put a lock right here. And we're gonna still cover her up for a bit. So I'm gonna put these cloths back on so she can relax. Guys, look how big and beautiful these mambas are. Allison is stretched across almost the whole cage and she's kinked up. She's a monster-sized mamba. She's looking thick down the last third of her body, so we might have eggs from the black mambas. They've been mating like crazy. Check out this clip that I got the other day. Ooh, so hopefully we might get some baby black mambas in a little bit, maybe later this year. Kobe's happy. He just came out of shed. He's putting on the moves on his lady, so he's having a good time. He's got a nice bigger enclosure compared to the last one, so I'm happy for these guys. What I want to do is unlock their enclosure real quick. All right, so I just want to grab out all this loose shed black mamba skin. We're just going to toss it away, try to grab out any poop we can, just so we don't have to stress these mambas out and handle them, especially now that they've been mating. I really don't want to upset that process and mess with her while she's ovulating, creating those eggs inside her. Let's see, I have almost everything. These mambas are so big. Allison alone is around 10 feet, and Kobe's getting pretty big. Kobe's got to be around like 7 feet long now. There we go. All right, that's the last bit of poop. I don't want to be any closer to Kobe. He's definitely the sketchier of the two. You know that I raised that black mamba. He is not chill at all. He will bite me and not feel bad about it, that's for sure. As much as I love these animals, they don't love me the same way. And if I make a mistake around Kevin, Allison, any of the snakes in here, they will bite you. Locked and secure. We'll get the other side cleaned up once they're moved inside their hide boxes and whatnot, but they're looking great. Black mambas. We're basically a black mamba farm. Yay. Ooh. All right, I have a lot of stuff to clean actually. I gotta clean this puff adder, I gotta clean a few other things, but for the video, we're just gonna clean the Indian cobra right now, because I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. Let's see, the Indian cobra just came out of shed, so it should look really pretty. This is my bluish one. He reminds me a lot of the one that bit me in India. He's got that same like body size. Look at this guy, beautiful Indian cobra. Check out the back of that hood. Also known as the spectacled cobra, because it looks like a pair of glasses on the back of that hood. This is a very flighty snake, not a very defensive one, doesn't like to hood up too much, just tries to get away. But if you make a mistake with this one will definitely bite you. Woo! Beautiful Indian cobra. And the top 4 most responsible for bites in India. You got your saw-scale viper, the Indian cobra, the crate, and the Russell's viper, all responsible for a lot of bites in areas where habitat and civilization collide. So let's get them right in there. Nice and secure. We got a nice shed right here. Ooh, look at that, beautiful shed. I like to keep some of it aside because sometimes people on the tours want to take some shed skin home. So I'll leave probably this piece because it's nice and clean right there for some guests on the tours. Go to challengeWildlife.com. You can book a tour, you can buy some merchandise, help support the facility. Hope I see you guys out here soon. All right, so let's get this gorgeous male Indian cobra back where he belongs. And you guys can see he's dramatically different from my other male. This one's got like white, blue, tan, while the other one's like brown, yellow, completely different colorations. Love these cobras. Doesn't matter that I got bit by one, I still love these snakes. They're one of my favorite snakes on the planet, let alone cobras in general. Right, cranky snake. Get you in there, put a lock on this, make sure it's nice and secure. There we go. And next, let's go help out that baby king cobra so he can see better now. All right, so let's take care of this little baby king cobra. He's been sitting in the water, so now the skin's coming off a lot easier. Let me just see what I want to do. We'll probably just wet this paper towel so we have something with friction to rub on his face once we get him out. Let's get him right over here. Gonna move this little tote of water to the ground so we have space to work with him. And, ooh, he's a cranky little guy. I don't blame him though. Whoop. Very hard to pin a flighty little snake like this, but we'll make it work. Just go real gentle, real gentle, real gentle. There we go, we got him right there. And maybe we'll try to, ooh, he's real slippery. I don't like that. Let's get him right there behind the head. We're gonna use this paper towel that's wet to actually raise up those scales. It is definitely not easy to do this with a tiny king cobra. This is a pain in the butt. There we go, check it out. So by gently using the paper towel, we can get that eye cap off. You see that eye cap right there? Boom. Now you can see. Now we gotta get that other eye cap. There we go, check it out. Boom, the last eye cap. That was a pain in the butt. I do not like doing this with small king cobras, especially because they can easily get out your grip. I'm sorry, buddy. Please don't be upset with me. And then the enclosure's nice and clean. We can put this king right back where he belongs. I still don't have a name for him, so comment below. What do you guys think I should name this beautiful little Indo-Malaysian king cobra hybrid. Look at those crazy little bug eyes. How funny are these guys? King cobras are so funny, but still dangerous. So let's get him right back in here. There we go. It's got a nice clean area to go back to. We'll lock up his enclosure, make sure it's nice and secure. Good to go. Woo, that had me sweating for a second. That was rough. Such a tiny little king cobra. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I'll meet you guys out by the front lake and let's try to teach the little otter how to swim. My name is El Tigre. El Tigre. But today, I am lifeguard. I'm gonna take a little, oh wow, it's actually cold here. I don't even want to swim right now. All right, we're gonna see how our little otter friend does in the water. We're gonna teach him how to swim. What do you think? Can you float? Oh, oh, come on. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Oh my goodness. He swims. His first time swimming. He's so happy. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the biggest collaboration. Oh my God. El Tigre. And mini squeaks right here. That is so awesome. Let's see if he swims a little more. Kaido, come before the Paco come. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's happening, guys. He's swimming. Oh my God. How cute. All right, beautiful people. That's going to be it for this episode. I'll see you on the next one. Stay beautiful, stay safe, and most of all, follow your dreams and stay passionate. And make sure you take your otter for a swim once in a while. Teach him how to do the backstroke. Come on, buddy, let's go. El Tigre. And mini squeaks right here.